You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try and set the night on fire. I'm sorry, officer. I must have dialed the wrong number. Sorry. Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. It's time to start a new series. No, not on The Cure. The Doors. And so I'll tell you a little bit about my history with The Doors, and then we'll get into their debut album. So, in the late 60s, my oldest brother brought home, or bought, The Doors, The Soft Parade, on vinyl, not on CD. And so this has always been kind of, in some ways, my favorite Doors album, because it was the one that, you know, through the years I've known the most, and I've always, for the most part, I've always loved this album. Even though I think of the 6 studio albums from the Doors, it's usually rated the lowest. And I have no idea where it's going to go in the rankings now. And of course I loved the song Light My Fire, but that was the only Doors album that we had. And then, in 1971, I believe, my oldest brother brought home another Doors album. The Doors' Other Voices, which I did a review on for Patreon and here a few weeks ago. And I kind of liked the album. It wasn't as good as The Soft Parade, and of course it was missing someone named Jim Morrison. Slight problem there, but you know, it wasn't a terrible album, so I kind of even enjoyed that. And so still, I wasn't a huge fan of the Doors. I prefer to listen to the Beatles, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Led Zeppelin, but I certainly didn't mind the Doors. And then when this album, when this album came out in I should have checked the date, but I think it was 1977 or 1978, An American Prayer. Jim Morrison, music by the Doors. It's some new recordings by the 3 musicians in the Doors, with a lot of Jim Morrison's poetry, you know, spoken word, and some singing. There's a live version of Roadhouse Blues. I had to make sure I said the right song. I just woke up. And I loved this when it was out on vinyl in the late 70s. I played it a lot. I was really impressed with it. And I'm not going to have this as part of my ranking and review, but I absolutely do love this album. I think it's really cool. And in the last few years, I've slowly and surely bought all 6 of their studio albums, and so I know The Soft Parade very well. I know their debut album fairly well. I know this album very well. I love it. This one I love. And the only, this one, I'm starting to, you know, really understand it and love it. This is the only one that I need to listen to a few more times before I do a proper review and ranking. It's the one that I've just never gotten into yet. So I played this album again last night, and recorded in, I think, the summer of 1966 and released in early 1967. This is one of the greatest debut albums of all time, as most of you probably already know. So before I get into the songs, it's just interesting, they all come with these very nice booklets. And it says, this is the engineer-producer Bruce Botnick. What resulted is that the albums that are on the street, be they vinyl or CD, are playing back slow. The original 1967 singles of both Break On Through and Light My Fire ran on speed. So with this, they finally fixed the speed of it, and so all of the songs are, I get sped up a little tiny bit so that they're at the proper speed, if that makes any sense. Just buy the album and read it, okay? Yeah, like I said, really nice booklets in all of these remastered versions. My favorite songs. Break On Through, one of the greatest opening tracks on any album. I actually love all of the songs. Soul Kitchen, The Crystal Ship, 20th Century Fox, Alabama Song, Whiskey Bar, one of my favorites. I'll say my three favorite songs. Okay, four. I have to say four. Break On Through to the Other Side, Alabama Song, Light My Fire, and The End. And for a least favorite song, I can't name one song that, you know, if there was one song that I didn't care for as much as the others, I'd let you know, but I love all of the songs on this. And just the whole mood of the album, like the song The End, it's kind of very moody and creepy, and just and you gotta realize this was back in 1966 when they recorded this. And so along with the Beatles' Revolver, the Doors are one of the bands from the 60s that changed rock music for the better, for the most part. Yeah, so, and between, I think, you know, if I had to pick a favorite song, I think most people would go with Light My Fire. But I'm going to have to go with The End. And the album cover, I know that Jim Morrison, when he saw that, he was unhappy. Because, you know, it's a band and he didn't want to be, you know, show him like he's up front and the other band members are way in the back. So he didn't care for that album cover, and this would have made for a better album cover, I think. Without all that, of course. So yeah, the Doors debut album, I really don't know where these 6 albums are going to go in the rankings. I'm just going to take my time, and like I said, there's, especially Waiting for the Sun, I don't know as well as the other ones, so I'm going to take my time and listen to it a few times. And of course all of the other albums, I always listen to them all the way through at least once before doing a review. The other albums I know pretty well, but I don't know where I'm going to rank them. But at the moment, the Doors, I give it an A+, and it is number 1. And I think one of my viewers in the recent past, I don't know if it was Led Zeppelin or one of the other ranking and reviews, because I give like some of the albums an A+, and that's just the way I do my ratings. If I think an album is perfect, there's no songs on it I dislike, you know, everything's great about it, I'm gonna give it an A+. It's like a perfect album to me, and it couldn't be improved on. So that's why more than one album is probably going to get an A+. And so I would love your thoughts on the Doors' debut album in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Did that scare you, Jinxie?